Hi everyone, I'm Ellery, and with me today is my friend Sarah.
Hi everyone, nice to be here.
Today we're going to talk about how to start learning English through self-study.
Ellery, I always hear people say, I want to learn English on my own, but where should someone actually start?
The real first step is assess your level and set your goal.
Assess your level? How do I even do that?
First, you need to know exactly where you are. Ask yourself, am I a beginner, intermediate, upper intermediate? This matters a lot. If you start at a level that's too high, you'll get discouraged. If you start too low, you might get bored and lose motivation.
Okay, that makes sense. What about goals?
Next, make your goal clear. Ask yourself, why do you want to learn English? For example, everyday conversation, immigration or IELTS, watching movies and series, teaching or work. A good goal looks like this. I want to be able to speak fluently for 10 minutes in 6 months. Not just, I want to get better at English.
Cool. So how can someone quickly figure out their level?
There are 3 easy ways to assess your level. 1, take an online test. For example, the British Council or Cambridge Placement Test. 2, quick self-assessment. Can you understand simple texts? At least A2. Can you understand movies with English subtitles? B1. Can you understand most without subtitles? B2+. 3, 2-minute speaking test. If you can talk about yourself for 2 minutes without many pauses, at least B1.
That's helpful, but what about resources? Which books or apps should someone use for each level?
A1, A2, beginner, books/apps, English File Elementary, Face-to-Face Elementary, English Grammar in Use Elementary, Duolingo, BBC Learning English, lower levels, ESL Pod Listening/Reading, Voice of America Learning English, Storynory B1. Intermediate, B1 to B2, books/apps, English File Intermediate, Face-to-Face Intermediate, Vocabulary in Use Pre-Intermediate and Intermediate, Graded Readers Level 3 to 4, Memrise/Anki, Listening/Reading, BBC 6-Minute English, TED Ed with subtitles, B2, Upper Intermediate, Books/apps, English File Upper Intermediate, Objective First, FCE, Grammar in Use Intermediate/Upper, Advanced Vocabulary in Use, Listening/Reading, BBC News Leveled, podcasts like VOA, ESL Pod, Luke's English, C1, Advanced, Books/apps, English File Advanced, Objective Advanced, CAE, Advanced Grammar in Use, Cambridge English Proficiency, Listening/Reading, The Economist, New York Times, podcasts, NPR/BBC World Service, Netflix without subtitles, C2, Near Native, Cambridge Proficiency C2, Advanced Grammar in Use, Oxford Advanced Learners Dictionary, Collocations in Use Advanced, The Economist/Financial Times, Academic Journals and Essays, BBC Radio 4/NPR/Intelligence Squared, Classic and Modern Novels Unabridged, Cambridge C2 Writing Samples, Speaking, Debate Clubs/Shadowing Native Podcasts.
Okay, Ellery, I know the levels and resources, but how should someone study every day?
Here's a simple daily routine, 40 to 60 minutes. 1. Listening, 15 minutes. Listen to a podcast or video, then repeat out loud. Shadow the speakers. 2. Speaking, 10 minutes. Summarize what you heard out loud. Record yourself. 3. Vocabulary, 10 minutes. Learn 5 to 10 new words from the content. Use Anki or Memrise. 4. Grammar, 10 minutes. Focus on one grammar point related to what you just studied. 5. Reading/writing, 5 to 10 minutes. Read a short text or write 5 to 6 sentences.
Got it. And where can we find podcasts for each level?
Beginner, A1 to A2, podcasts, English Addict with Mr. Steve, English Addict Daily/Learn English with TV series, BBC Learning English, 6-Minute English, TED Ed with subtitles, Intermediate, B1 to B2, podcasts, English Addict with Mr. Steve, English Addict Daily/Learn English with TV series, BBC Learning English, 6-Minute English, TED Ed with subtitles. Advanced, C1 to C2, podcasts, BBC News/BBC World Service, NPR/TED Talks, English with Lucy, Real Life English, Vox/The Economist. That's it.
Wow, that's a lot of useful information.
Start with your level, set your goal, choose the right resources, and follow your daily routine. Consistency is key. Little steps every day lead to big progress.
Thanks, Ellery. All the resources mentioned are listed in the description below.